What's up, everybody? This is your Week 10 reaction video. Starting off here with Arkansas versus Auburn in just a absolute... I don't even know what to call this. Just a terrible game from the Hogs. And, you know, credit to Auburn. They got the job done.
They did.
They went with Jackson Arnold in the first half, decided he wasn't good enough, and then they brought out ya boy, Ashton something. I'm going to find his last name. This is bad. This is really bad.
But, you know, coming out of the...
Ashton Daniels.
The first half, I thought Arkansas had a lot of life to them. I thought they were going to be able to overcome the little hole they put themselves in. But during the second half, they just kept on piling on. And those turnovers did not do them any favors. Credit to Auburn. Great job, Auburn defense.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say, if you're an Auburn fan, how do you feel about this win? Because... yeah, I mean, it's interesting. The more you win, the more likely Hugh Freeze is going to stay. You're 4-4 right now. I'd say, honestly, I would say that he's got a decent chance of staying, which I don't think Auburn fans would like to hear. But tough to see because you had Jackson Arnold the first half. He was abysmal. And then Ashton Daniels kind of balled out, so we'll see if he keeps starting. But yeah, Arkansas, the first quarter they struggled. But the second quarter, it really looks like they woke it up. Their offense was firing on all cylinders, and then they got a pretty big lead at halftime. And then their defense actually came out in the second half, and they got some stops. So I was pretty optimistic, but as Arkansas does, they kill that optimism with just stupid turnovers.
Oh, man.
It was... Talon had a rough game. We had that fumble from...
wide receiver.
Omega Blake, I think. But it was rough. It was a rough game. 33-24, your final score. Arkansas falls to 2-6. Auburn rises to 4-4. And good for Auburn. I mean, they finally got that one-score win under their belt. It's a two-score win, but they finally get that conference win under the belt. And just not too much more to say about this game. Just rough. I mean, in the first half, it was really Hugh Freeze, he was just having an awful showing. I mean, they kept passing it when their running game was tearing up Arkansas, and then they threw that pick six, and it kind of looked like it was over. But credit to Auburn, and Hugh Freeze, this team still bought in after all that's happened this year.
Yeah, shout out to Jeremiah Cobb, man. He rose to be their top target.
Yeah, he was great. I mean, he ran the ball, got some receptions. I mean, he did it all. And
I guess target meaning choice of player.
Yeah. But Eric Singleton too had a good game, and Cam Coleman hope he's all right for Auburn. He got injured there. Yeah, but any questions? Make sure to comment them. We'll move on here to the little more impactful game, we'll say. This game had a lot more playoff implications and just implications in general. So this game, 34-26, Ole Miss is your final score. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really liked what I saw from Ole Miss, and to be honest, I was a little skeptical of them. But I think they were getting too much hate after a close loss to Georgia, and Oklahoma was favored, and they kind of went in there and handled business. I'm not gonna lie to you, with all the coaching rumors too all week, and it's just that's an impressive win for Ole Miss. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, yes it is. Looks like Lane Kiffin is living at large there in Ole Miss.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't expect him to leave until Ole Miss. If he does leave, I wouldn't expect him to leave until Ole Miss's playoff chances are dead, or they're just seasons virtually over in that set. But
yeah, I don't really like talking about the coaches, but I will say that last year with the opening of the transfer portal, there were less coaches being fired and therefore this year we got to make up for it with more coaches being fired.
Yeah, it's a carousel for sure.
Yeah, I think we'll level off, but for now, I mean, it's I guess good storylines you can follow there. I care more about the on-field product.
Oh yeah, that's much more fun. Once again, this is our live reaction, fresh after the game. But OU, they looked like they came out of halftime swinging. I thought maybe Brent Venables, gave him a hell of a halftime speech to get back in this game, and they had a lead 26-25, I think. And I thought, well, OU's got a shot here. They're finally doing the things they need to do to win. Their offense is finally firing, but it's rough. That was a rough end of the game. Ole Miss took control, and they won. 34-26. And Ole Miss really just had control of this whole game except that one little stint in the third quarter. But yeah, I don't really have too much more to say about this game. It was just kind of I don't know.
Congratulations to Ole Miss.
Yeah, that's really all you can say. OU playoffs, still a possibility, but you have to win out. And with their upcoming schedule, that looks very, very, very unlikely. So I'd say that they're virtually out of the playoffs. Ole Miss definitely has a chance, though, to make the playoffs here. Let's look at their upcoming schedule.
Well, let's see this Tennessee game.
Is that who they play next?
Yeah, that's who they play.
Oh, that's who Oklahoma plays next. So.
Yeah.
Oklahoma has Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri, and LSU. That's a pretty rough stretch. I don't know if they win one of those games, to be honest with you. Maybe
Missouri and Vanderbilt are playing right now.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. But Ole Miss has South Carolina, the Citadel, and Florida left. And Mississippi State. All those are very winnable games. And if you just went out here, you're pretty cemented in the playoffs. I mean, maybe even the SEC championship conversation, but looking good for Ole Miss, number 8 in the country. There's a lot of unfolding stories, but I think we're going to get back to watching these great games.
Absolutely.
Fun talking to y'all. And, yeah.